Hello everyone, I'm back. Today I'm reviewing my good friend f21. He's currently a gold 3 in doubles, and I was queuing with him. So I was, I think, plat 2 at this time, since I only played doubles with him at the time. Um, so yeah, he's gold 3, but he was playing with plat 2s, plat 3s in this video. So that position is a bit higher above his skill level. He still kept in it though. I think we ended up winning, but yeah, let me see if I can, let's see what I can do. Decent kickoff. Alright, right here. Let's see. I don't remember how to slow this down now. Oh yeah, it's been so long. There we go, okay. When you come in for this, like right here you're fine if you're going straight, but then you cut in right there, you're cutting away from the ball. And I don't know why you're doing that, but that's gonna, because if you kept going straight, like along that white line that you're next to, you'd have a decent shot in this ball, but turning left in like this takes your like momentum away from being able to get to the ball as fast as possible, and you have to cut back in like that. See that? And that's just some extra movement you don't need. And by the time you go up for this aerial, like the ball's basically past you at this point already when you jump. So what I would like to see, right, is like go along that white line more, and if you boosted some, you'd be able to get to the ball by the time it hit the ground, because you definitely have time to react to this. If you didn't turn right there and you just boosted forward, you'd be able to get the shot, because Fothu in net, he's backwards. He probably won't be able to get the save as easily. Alright, you're moving pretty slowly here. You have 100 boost, and I said in my first video, you don't need 100 boost to make a play. It's nice to have as much boost as possible. Most likely, when you're boosting across the field, you're going to be picking up boost pads at some point along the way. And so, just this flip that you get, it helps increase. But if you use like 5 to 10 boost there as you're flipping along, you'd be able to get back faster, you'd be able to get to the ball faster, whatever it is. I like your far post rotation, that's really good. A lot of people I see, like right here, they'll come and they'll end up just going like straight towards the near post right now, but I like that you went far post and swooped around. That makes it a lot less awkward on yourself. Again though, you could have been using a little boost here. Let's see if, I don't think you did. Okay, you did right before that flip, but that one too, you could use another 5 boosters, so you'd still have like 60 boost. And you'd be back in goal faster if I missed that. Right? Here you see he's not getting there anywhere in time. I think you could have beaten him if you used enough boost there. I think you could have gotten there to beat him. Wow, I can't believe we kept it out. That was lucky. Not our demos, but that's just that guy didn't score that. Alright, that touch is a bit rough here. I know you see I'm stranded, but these guys are nowhere near you. Like, you can see like right now they're still not on your screen. And as you're coming to hit this, they're still not on your screen, so you kind of get a bit too much power on that. Like, even if you had boost, by the time you got down there, he would have been able to beat you even if you had boost. And so that was basically giving away possession. And that was a bit awkward. I don't know, sometimes replays glitch, and so I don't know if that boost pad is there or not. But if it was, and you missed it, that was unoptimal. Not definitely not optimal. That was a bit risky. He charged for this when oh whoops. Yeah, when you challenge for this, he probably should have hit that. So you would have been completely beat because you were there way late, and you're last man back right now. So if he ended up getting this on target, or even if he just actually hit it, it'd be a bit rough for us. You need to be careful, right? When you're in twos, you're the last man back if your other dude is up the field. So if you hit that, that could have been dangerous, but he doesn't, so you're good. Good play across mid, but you saw that I was going back right here. So if you Yeah, you know I'm not there, so going for a solo play is the best thing to do, because you know that no one's in the middle. Alright, you're really awkward on this. Like, that hit isn't optimal. If you backed up like a quarter of a second and waited for it to bounce right off the ground, because you have time. No, that was a bit late of a hit. I don't know. I think it was still nice. Though it was still nice, but if you got up like a 10th of a second late, that could have been a decent shot on target. Alright, again, this is another challenge where you did end up winning, but only because the guy missed. Right there, he's already above you. Like, he's halfway to the ball by the time you jump. And so if he didn't diagonal flip here, he would have beaten you. So if you were going to go for that, you need to jump a little bit earlier to get there before he does. Really nice shot. That was a nice save by that guy. That was a nice play. Alright, this hit here. That guy is nowhere near you when you hit this. And so this hit you get basically just gives him a free hit on the ball. I like the idea though, you don't want this ball getting in danger, but he's not going to get there before you do, and you kind of give him the ball. But if you, one thing that just you get with more time, right, is you could easily have turned a little bit more when you go up for this, and hit it with the nose of your car instead of the hood of your car, getting more power behind it. So you might have been able to send it into the far corner right now, instead of just giving him the ball. Yeah, this challenge was pretty bad. Those guys are way closer to the ball than you, and so they're beating you, right? When I have this ball right here, right here, you know, like I can see you get down the ball, right? You know I'm not gonna be able to get this ball to you, but I'd have liked to see you rotate back towards goal on that one, because you could see that those guys were getting there before you did. And in a higher rank, that would 100% have been a goal. There's no way that guy would have missed that. Almost. If you got like an inch higher, that would have been a nice shot. That was awkward. My pass was a bit behind. Your position was pretty decent though. Yeah, pressure that now. You should be up. Nice. Very nice beat. Obviously, of course, that pass was a bit fast for me to react, but it was a really nice beat. You kept us possession. That was good. It was like this ball right here. You kind of act like you're going up, right? So it's a nice fake challenge, and you get the boost. You panic, make him panic. He can't get a good touch. Alright, yeah. Here's if you didn't drive straight right there and then pull it, see how you're pulling to the left now to hit it? If you began pulling to the left and then swooped in, you'd be able to get a nice shot down to the left, like, hand corner. Like, see, I had to go in like a backwards C towards our own side of the field. If right here you started going left, or like, yeah, you know what I mean. When you were going straight, if you were going a bit left more, you would have been able to pull into it with a bit more of a power shot. Yeah, hits like that are awkward because you don't know if the guy's coming, because as your camera adjusts, right, you can't see the other person. Like right here, you don't know where he is. But when you do hit it, it just gives away possession. They are rough though, those kind of touches, because you don't know where they are. And if he wasn't, it would be a nice touch. But like I was saying earlier, right? Like you do kind of go like a half far post. It's more mid area of the goal. If you would come around just a little bit more, you probably could have been able to get there. You were super close, but I think if you power drifted here, you might have been able to get there, but that's still another rough one. Ideally, you would have been, let's see. If you came around, instead of cutting in right here, like this. Where are you? Oh yeah. Instead of coming in straight like that, if you came around a bit more like this and came around, right? You might have been able to get there in time for that. You missed the boost. You still got a nice hit on it, but the ball obviously is more important than boost, but if you were trying to get the boost there, that's just another thing with awareness, right, where you want to be able to hit the boost. When I thought that guy was good at it, I thought he was power shooting it, so I jumped. I was like, oh, afterwards, that's my bad. It's a decent hit by you, but bad defense by me, and he's able to just get your next touch. Yeah, that was a bit of hesitation there. I saw you kind of like cut back in for it. Hesitation is killer, because hesitation makes you slower, right? Even whether you're going back for that ball or going to the ball, that hesitation cost you. Very nice hit. And that's the goal. That was started with your clear. That was a nice counterattack. Yep. Those hits, they almost always, like at that speed, you know it's gonna hit that ceiling. So yeah, that was, once you practice those a lot, like they're still kind of difficult to hit, but that one you shouldn't have been going for that, because with the speed the ball had, you weren't going to get that before it bounced off the wall like that. This was another bad challenge. When you're here, the guy, see, he just left the ground and you're still on the ground. Look how close, look how high he is before you even leave the ground. If you're going to challenge that and try to stop him, you need to get up earlier or just back out, because you're one, using boost you don't need to, and two, taking yourself out of the play for however long. Alright, you should be using boost earlier, like right here. When you miss this, you land. You need to be flipping and boosting right now to get back to goal. That's just this here, just backboard reads, right? Getting used to how those balls are gonna bounce, and then you just miss right afterwards. But it's no big deal because they weren't there to follow up. All right, here, when you go for the big boost, if you're going to pick that up, that 37 boost you have when you go to get the boost, there's no reason for you to hold on to it. You should be using the entire boost as you go up to pick the big boost pad, because all of it's going to be recharged anyway. This touch, you could have gotten a shot here. If you like didn't hesitate here and break, you could have you know, made a tight turn onto it and put it on target. But you were going a bit slow. You had 100 boost, so you could easily have gotten there for a decent power shot. Right here, when you hit this, get this hit, if you keep boosting and go up the wall, you can hit that before it bounces off and get a nice center. Yeah, that was rough. All you need to do is just go more to the left, right? Like, right here, just, you could start driving to the left and then flip into it with your right corner of your car, and you'd be able to get a decent hit with it. That was a pretty easy shooting opportunity, but you just bang it off the top of the wall. kind of just something you'd learn from just from playing. You know, you'll get used to those shots more. Because they're not even coming out for you, so you had lots of time. You didn't need to rush it or anything. But you just came too far to the right. You could have gotten that on target. That was a nice clear. Right, you have enough boost for this, right? Like, even though by the time you get here you're already out, you're you keep your car at a really low angle. Like, see right there, like you're like maybe 45 degrees up. But if when you jumped, you pulled your thumbstick back a bit more, you could have gotten high enough for the momentum to carry you through and maybe get a shot on that. But it's okay, we make it to overtime. Very nice block. Alright, boost lanes. This is one of the most important things I'll ever talk about in these videos, right? Right here. The ball went that way, right? And so you know I am probably going to be there for that. The follow-up on your kickoff. And when you see this, you see I'm... excuse me. You see I'm going for that boost. And when you do, you can... Alright. You have a boost lane right here. Those 3 boost pads. Hold on, I need to get out of you. There we go. No, it's not. Okay. 1 boost pad, 2 boost pad, 3, right? You can easily swoop in and go through those. And because right there you didn't grab any boost pads until right now. And instead, when you're coming through here, if you cut in a bit sooner, like right now, you just started turning on those, you'd have a lot of boost to come upfield for my hit. Also, this is just, obviously it's personal preference for the most part, but your camera view does seem a bit far at some points. That was decent. You almost got that in. Right after this touch, if you started cutting in to your left instead of just flipping into it like that, if you just like instantly start turning your car right now, right? When you hit that, it'll have a lot more power on it. So even if it doesn't get in, you're gonna beat that guy, and it'll flow through and goals floundering. So I might be able to get a follow-up or something on it. But it's still a nice effort. I like that you were inches away from scoring. Okay. When that bounces off the wall, you start driving towards center, but either that's going in, or the goalie's gonna hit it out. So either way, you're not gonna get to that ball before something happens to it. And so the safest option, right? It goes in, we win, great. Or he hits it out, and the direction he's coming, the way the ball's moving, you know he's gonna hit it to the right side of the field. You're right. And so if you reacted just a little bit sooner on it, like let's say right here, and you started cutting to the right, you could get to this ball a lot quicker, and you wouldn't have to make that awkward turn in on the ball and end up missing. Nice hit. Yeah, when you jump there, you did that weird double jump thing. I think you meant a front flip, and front flipping there would have been a lot better. We were so close to losing that there. You were following me a bit close. There's not much, like at that close of a distance. If I lose the possession of the ball, it's probably going to go to them, just like that, and no one's going to be back in goal. And it's going to be very difficult for me to get a pass out just because of where you're positioned. Like, it's very hard for me to kind of like toss it backwards at that angle. Another thing where you kind of just like mistime your movements. You have the right idea. Like if you did the same exact pattern where you just like boost forward and then flip into it, if you were like, let's say, alright. Instead of driving right up there, if you're flying right along here, oh whoops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, let me put this in slow speed. When this bounces out, you start coming out. This isn't 50%? Oh wait, there we go. Right there, you're coming too far to the left of this. By the time you get there, right, the ball's still going to be to your right, and that's what happens. You have to end up diagonal flipping into it. So that's kind of, it's a decent ball. It goes to me anyway. But if you were trying to clear it harder, what you should have done is if you did that same movement pattern, but to the right, came like right along here, and bang, you'd hit it with the nose of your car, you'd go flying down there instead of just off of a mid wall. I like that. You saw you were beat, and you stayed up. You didn't keep wasting boost and going up. You went back to the ground to recover for defense. That was nice. I like the help. Yeah, that was just technical inconsistency, right? You had a decent shot if you just double jumped up in the air instead of jumping up, pulling down on your nose and flipping in the ground like that. You could have had that. I think I heard you say the other day, right? Like you were working on like flip resets or something advanced like that. Like those, even like flip resets, right? Even at the highest level of the game, they're not the most useful thing in the world. Very nice 50-50 by the way. And so it's a lot better at this level to work on things like wall play and just consistently hitting the ball hard. That was a nice hit. You can beat that guy. Now you can follow up, bang it off the wall. I don't know if you bricked here or not, but whatever you did, it was a bit slow. I think you could have front flipped into that to get more power on that center across mid. Oof. How did that happen? Very. Alright. Those, like, I'm there and the expert guy are there, and we're probably both going to get there before you do. Or maybe I didn't because I didn't have any boost, but anyway, you're last man back, right? And so if he's going to get there first, that leaves no one in back, and so you do have to be really careful, right? Like, if there's an 80% chance that they're going to get there before you, it's probably pretty risky to go for that, especially in twos. Like in threes, there's a third man back, but in twos, there are only two, so if I'm out there, you know there's no one to back you up if you miss. That was a really nice save, by the way. Again, you're kind of like chasing me here. Like, if I lose possession like I did, it's going over you, and you're not in a position for me to pass to. So I'd like to see you, stay in goal, like in case I lose possession like that I did, and you can just come out, swoop in, knock it out, or like head up to the top of the box almost to hit the pass. Nice block. That was a bit awkward, and then you didn't really recover well. You kind of, yeah, you flipped off of that. That's again just learning the mechanics, getting, you know, better aerial car control, all that stuff. I'd recommend doing some of the Steam training maps, like the aerial mazes and stuff like that, or look up a video by KevPer, like his air control videos. He's really good at those. Alright, and then we got the flick to win it. Let's see if there's anything else I can say here. I'd say, yeah, here it's a bit awkward for you to come out. Yeah. If you stayed in goal, you could have been there to block the shot, because he probably wasn't going to get a great shot off of it. Or even if you just readjusted to hit it. Yeah, alright, well, good game.